A 7-week journey starts tonight for 12 contestants who will go from home cook to professional chef. And we not only test their skills in the kitchen, but also ask them to take local dishes to a brand new level. Welcome to Rock Chef. Tonight the competition begins and only one will walk away with the top prize.
£2,000 cash and a weeks-long training course in a top UK culinary school.
We searched high and low for contestants in Gibraltar with only one rule: no professional chefs.
New Zealand-born chef Scott Casey grew up on the Sunshine Coast of Australia. He's been in the hospitality industry for 15 years, having started his career with an apprenticeship in the multi-award-winning restaurant Barado's in Noosa Heads under the celebrity chef and mentor Dale Merlo. He's travelled the world working in renowned establishments and cooking for Bon Jovi, Jessie J and Jermaine Jackson. He's lived in Gibraltar for the past 6 years and has worked at the Boatyard and as head chef at 55. His passion and understanding in the balance of flavours are unquestionable.
Hello everyone. Well, you've been selected from hundreds of applicants, all of you for a special reason. But can your passion and determination help create a dish that will take you to the final?
Okay guys, are you ready and raring to go?
Yes.
Okay, the kitchen's ready.
This is the Rock Chef kitchen. Right now it's empty, as each contestant needs to provide for themselves, from saucepans and utensils to the salt and pepper.
My name is Ian Estella. I'm 45 years old and I've been a police officer for nearly 22 years now. I joined the program because I'm interested in food and everything related to food. Experience what the program is all about.
Hello, my name is Lisa Alves. I'm married and I have 5 boys. I work at the Jewel Box with my mother, and basically I entered, my mother encouraged me to enter, and here I am.
My name is Benjamin. I'm 28 years old. I'm married and I've got 2 beautiful children, 2 daughters. I like to cook because obviously that's what I do every day. I cook with a passion, so obviously it's something that I like since I was a very young kid. And I work at Bwin.
My name is Sonia de la Rosa. I like cooking. I've always liked it. I like baking too. I've cooked a lot for my family, for my granddaughters, Christmas time. I like doing a lot of cooking.
My name's Ainsley Andrews. I'm 37 years old. Yeah, 37. I work in banking locally and I've lived in Gibraltar for 13 years now. I do a lot of cooking at home. I've always loved cooking. I've never really known how good I am. So it'd be nice to take part and actually be judged by someone that isn't just trying to be nice to you.
My name is Zoe. I'm 36. I work as a legal secretary at Hassan's. And basically cooking is my passion. So I do this as and when I can, or when I have the time, really.
Our home cooks have been asked to prepare the ultimate Gibraltarian dish. It must be one to take them through to the next round. All their produce must be sourced locally. Local ingredients for a local dish.
It's time to find out which one of our home cooks really has the potential to become Gibraltar's first Rock Chef.
You all have 1 hour. Cook with passion. I wish you all the best of luck.
But let's get this show on the road. There are 60 minutes. Start now.
I like to host and entertain at home a lot. I like to do lots of parties and things, so I do have, a little bit of experience in catering for big numbers and having new dishes and exciting dishes. So I'm hoping that that's going to come through today.
Simple, honest food, nothing too complicated, with good products and fresh products, and that's about it.
powerful flavours, beautiful presentation, and I'll try my best, obviously, every round.
There's a lot of talent here in Gibraltar, you know, and I'm very glad because they're very young people that likes cooking, don't want the traditional cooking of Gibraltar to be lost.
Well, I'm going to make a dessert because I think that most of the other contestants are going to go for a main meal. So I said I'll go for a dessert, which is something that I'm comfortable with.
I like to work with the ingredients and maybe try and turn them around slightly, so do dishes which everyone might know my own take on them. I like to use a lot of different methods when I cook and lots of different styles.
I'm making a dish which is locally known as rolitos, but I'm giving it a very more like a fusion type of aspect to it. So I'm trying to modernize the dish a bit. Let's see how it turns out. I like to bake, so I thought doing a savory dish would be a challenge for myself rather than doing something sweet.
Making a chicken fricassee.
It's a local well-known dish and maybe very flavoursome. Although it might look simple, but it does have its difficulty as you have to calculate every ingredient as you go along.
Will it be cooked in time and out? It's on the bone.
Well, I've French trimmed it so the heat will go through the meat faster, and it will be ready in an hour's time.
I'm doing the simple things of croquetas, which I've never, before I came to Gib, I haven't eaten so many as I do here. Packed lunches, beach, everything. But I'm trying to do them out of really the ingredients which mean more to me about Gib than anything. So the first Gib ingredient I ever had was the tins of calamari in tinta that my wife used to bring over to university. We used to eat in the kitchen whilst the rest of the house cleared out because of the smell. So I'm doing one in tinta, one of bacalao. I'm making a watercress lolly and a pickled cucumber relish to go with it.
Okay, today I'm making a rolitos, which is a typical Gibraltarian dish. I'll try to present it with flavour and different to how my mother would actually serve it.
I'm going to make pitissous, which is the local name for the profiteroles.
So you've gone for a dessert, some others have gone for a main course. Do you think that's going to be good news for you or bad news at the end of the day?
Hopefully it will be good.
Well, I've done rosso. I know there are lovely dishes that have been done.
I see we have a pressure cooker over there. What's going to go on there?
It's the meat. I'm cooking the meat.
What type of meat?
Pork cheeks. Because sometimes I do it with loin, pork loin or beef. But today I'm using pork.
Minutes in, fast approaching the halfway mark, and everyone is fully concentrated. The pressure is about to intensify.
Okay guys, we're halfway through. 30 minutes to go, let's keep it up. Come on, 30 minutes to go.
Any mistakes now could shatter their dreams of becoming Gibraltar's first rock chef. As some concerns start to emerge, James takes Scott to one side.
I think they're all off to a good start. They're all looking pretty confident. Obviously nerves are going to set in to begin. Ainsley's dish. There's a hell of a lot going on there. I'm just not too sure there's going to be enough time to put it all together at the end.
He said 58 minutes with the pressure, you know, he might make the hour, you think?
Let's see, hopefully. I was just a bit worried about him putting hot watercress into a mayonnaise as well, so we'll see how that turns out. But apart from that, they all seem to be doing okay.
Pleased with the variety?
Sounds good, yeah, absolutely. I mean, Gibraltar food, it's very vibrant, it's very some different flavours, going out across a big range, so looking forward to trying this, yeah.
Okay, we've got another 6 next week. Big competition, heavy competition amongst them, you think?
I think so as well. I think, like I said, everybody seems confident, but we'll see how we go.
Still to come, only one chance to impress. It's crunch time with the judges. Who will fall at the last hurdle?
It grows back! You've got to see this.
For a longer-lasting pleasure, Magnum Infinity. Made with special cocoa. An intense chocolate pleasure that stays with you longer, but not forever. Magnum Infinity.
Abrines, bringing quality brands at affordable prices to your kitchen for over 80 years. Abrines, a member of the Saucony and Speed group of companies.
In an ever-changing world, new challenges frequently arise in our personal lives and in the corporate and commercial world. Whether it's advice, structures, planning or strategies that need resolution, Hassan's has the expertise to meet clients' exacting requirements. Our diversity means we are adaptable and flexible. We are innovative, cosmopolitan, multilingual, and above all, client-focused. Whatever or wherever the challenge, we can provide the solutions.
The first 6 contestants have arrived and are in the kitchen for the Rock Chef Challenge. All is going well when suddenly, as the deadline looms, some of the contestants start to panic.
Did they go back into the oven?
Yes.
What's happened?
I'm not too sure if they're 100% cooked, fingers crossed.
Okay, well, we'll be having a look round, because I think Lisa has put something back into the oven. What do you think?
So you generally prefer rolls, they should only be cooked once. Okay, you take them out the oven, they cool, they set. Put them back in, they're going to rise again and reset. So we'll see how we go. Obviously not ideal, but we'll see.
With Lisa, the only one with the dessert, slacking behind, the competition continues. But will the confidence of the others also take a knock?
It's 15 minutes. Everybody was very confident at the beginning. Nerves starting to show now.
15 minutes to go, everyone. 15 minutes.
Everything's going to plan up to now.
Any concerns?
The mashed potato. Let's see if we can get more heat on this.
I should be able to have it already.
Happy with how it's coming along?
Yes, I'm only worried about the oven. I'm used to my oven, and obviously this is a different oven, so that's my biggest concern. Apart from that, we're doing fine.
Yeah, once I've got this done, I'll be done, hopefully.
It's going great, hopefully according to plan, so I think that I should be okay.
Are you going to meet the deadline?
I think so.
Okay, well, 10 minutes to go. Is everybody going to be ready on time?
It's looking like they're not going too bad, actually, to be fair. The final 5 minutes will be the decider, though, I think. When the pressure's really on, get everything on the plate, get it up to serve, that'll be the deciding point.
It's going to be time to judge soon. Here's Vicky now.
Scott will not be alone when it comes to difficult decisions. Vicky Bishop runs her own catering company, and her food can normally be found at many high-profile events in the corporate and entertainment industry. She has catered for members of the British royal family. She trained at the Westminster College of London and has experience working in local hotels. You may recognise her from GBC's Vicky's Kitchen show.
Hi.
What are you going to be looking for?
I'm looking to see skill levels and what they're up to, basically. To see how everything comes together.
After spending some time analysing the quality of the contestants and their creations, it's time for some final advice.
Okay, everyone, 5 minutes to go. That's 5 minutes to go. We should be thinking about presentation, plating, making sure everything's seasoned well. That's 5 minutes to go.
Last-minute preparations before the contestants have to present their dishes to the judges. After all their hard work, everything must be perfect.
Scott and Vicky have now moved to the judging room. You have 1 minute. This is your final minute now.
As the clock ticks, the action in the kitchen intensifies.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, everyone, that's it. Your time is now up.
6 dishes, 2 judges, 1 hour, days of preparation. The contestants are about to find out if all their hard work has paid off. Up first is Benjamin. His beef rolitos, a well-known local tradition, take on a new shape.
Benjamin, what do we have here?
Okay, we got the traditional Gibraltarian recipe of rolitos. Obviously, I've changed a couple of ingredients to make it a bit more appetizing, and because it had to be a dish inspired by Gibraltar. Not only it is a Gibraltar national dish, but it's also been shaped as a presentation as the Rock of Gibraltar.
Presentation, very creative, very nice. It actually looked nice before we even tasted it. I think the olives, a little bit too overpowering with the olive flavour. The tomato sauce, I think, has been reduced too much as well, which I'm going to make the tomatoes quite a little bit too salty. Apart from that, very creative, looked good, well done.
I did find what Scott said spot on. I think the tomato sauce has been reduced down a little bit too much, which makes it a little bit too intense and a little bit too salty. And I think the mash, on the other hand, counterbalances that nicely. I think, or the puree, but I find that you can whip it and make it a little bit lighter and a little bit touch more seasoning in there.
Thank you very much.
Looking to impress the judges next is Ian, who has prepared a corn-fed chicken fricassee with mashed potato and poached green beans.
Okay, what do we have?
This is chicken fricassee, commonly known locally as gallina in fricassa. It's a very old recipe. It's been in the family for quite a number of years now. Right back to my great-grandmother. That's my interpretation of the dish.
Monstrous portion there.
Yes.
Yeah. Because he was cooking for 2.
First thing you get is the saffron.
Yeah.
Boom. Chicken moist, beautiful. When you cook chicken this way though, I sometimes like to find is I like to crisp the skin a little bit first. Otherwise it's a bit of a different, it's a weird texture in your mouth.
I understand. The thing is that the dish itself is very old and doesn't merit that.
I think, you know, the first thing that hit me when I saw the colour of it, I love the colour, but I know that that colour from natural saffron is going to mean a big boom of saffron.
Right.
So I wasn't daunted by it because I actually didn't, it wasn't as strong as I thought it was going to be, and I actually like saffron, but I think you have to be careful with how much saffron when you're dealing with, instead of colouring like we do a lot in Gibraltar, when you're dealing with real saffron, you've got to tone that down a little bit. And I think you've got to tone down work on the presentation a little bit. But I think generally the chicken was really moist and the flavour was good.
Thank you.
Just tone it down on the saffron.
Lisa, the only contestant going for a dessert, has made a local favourite. Profiteroles with cream, chocolate coating and served with fresh strawberries.
Dessert.
Yeah.
What do we have here?
Bitissous, which is our local word for profiteroles.
Okay, what's this? What are you done with the sugar there? So it's toffee, obviously, but...
Like a little fan. I tried to make like a little fan for the presentation.
It's beautifully presented.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, there we go then. Hey Lisa, initially I was concerned about the caramel. I think you got there just in time. You saved it just there as well, you know what I mean? The choux pastry for the profiteroles, a little bit chewy, not crisp. I think if I remember correctly, you took them out and then you had to put them back in again.
Yeah.
They haven't set. Basically, that's where you've gone wrong there.
Yeah.
A couple more minutes in the oven maybe, pull them out then, next time.
You know, it would have been absolutely spot on if you'd left them in for a couple of minutes longer, because it's the baking, crisping of the outside of the profiterole that holds the air in and holds its shape. So it's not undercooked, but just a couple of minutes more. But I think it's been really well done, and I love the choux, the creme pâtissier inside. I think it's very pretty and very nice. Thank you, well done.
Zoe has made beef roulade filled with olives, hams, egg, garlic and parsley with panisa fries.
Steak roulade and accompanied by panisa fries. It's got an almond sauce to go with it.
Isn't panisa normally a sweet dish?
It can be a sweet dish. I wanted to give it a little bit of a twist, so I decided to get different elements from the Gibraltarian dishes that I know and give it my own personal touch.
Very nice, Zoe, very different. The texture of the panisier, beautiful. Sauce, lovely. Seasoning, beautiful. Well done.
Thank you.
I like it too. I think it's a very clever combination. I like the sauce as well. I do find the meat's a little touching on the dry side, but I don't know, possibly slightly overdone or perhaps not covered completely, submerged in the liquid when it was actually cooking through. But I like it, and a bit heavy on the wine as well, I think. But it is well seasoned, and they both go very well together. I think I might steal that idea. I think that's really nice.
Thank you very much.
Sonia has kept it traditional with local delicacy rosto, using pork cheeks cooked with vegetables, served on pasta, sprinkled with Edam hard cheese.
This is a very traditional food, is called rosto.
Okay. What's it about? What's in the dish?
Well, it's got pork cheeks. It's made with onions, carrots, turnip, some wine, and tomato.
And the cheese? What's the cheese we're going to sprinkle on top?
Well, this was the traditional one we used to have before. It's Edam cheese.
Okay.
Because now you get lots of cheese, but before no. When my man we were small no.
I think you've definitely done well choosing to use a pork cheek. Very beautiful, very juicy, tender, lovely. For me, a little bit more seasoning though. I think with salt, pepper definitely. The cheese as well, fantastic. Pasta's cooked well.
I think that's lovely. I really enjoy it. I think you're right. I think the pork cheeks is a really tender joint to use, and I think you've cooked the pasta to perfection. I think presentation-wise, it's a difficult dish to present any other way than as it is. So I think you need to step it up now for the next level, yeah?
Well, thank you very much, both of you, okay? Bye.
Finally, Ainsley has created croquettes made of cuttlefish and salted cod with cucumber relish and alioli with watercress.
What have we got? What's this?
Right, we've got croquetas, which are a bit basic, but I just thought it's something you see everywhere in Jib, lunchboxes, beach, takeaways. But what I've tried to do is with a couple of ingredients that mean Jib to me. So my first ingredient I ever tried was calamares in dinta, which my wife used to bring over to university in England. We used to sit at the kitchen table and eat that. Then bacalao, which I'd never had till I came to Gibraltar, and I always think looks the most interesting thing when you go into the pasta. I made an alioli, but just flavored it slightly with watercress. Pickled some cucumber in dill and mustard seeds, and just did a side garnish because I had 10 seconds left. Some fried chocolate, so this is on the side.
Fantastic. Brilliant answer, I think. I think the acidity with the pickled cucumber against the slight sweetness and saltiness of the bacalao with the crisp texture works fantastically. You made your own mayonnaise as well, the aioli. Bit of watercress too, a bit of colour presentation. Overall, mate, fantastic. Good job.
I really like that too. I think it really needs the pickle.
Yeah.
I think it's exciting, it's got lots of colours, it's got lots going on, but I think more importantly you've really thought about the flavours and what goes, and they really complement each other well. I just think this is not really needed.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And after a long day, it's time for Scott and Vicky to make some difficult decisions.
Next week, 6 new contestants enter the Rock Chef kitchen.
Well, I deserve to win Rock Chef because I do everything. And because I do everything, I'm going to prove to you that I can do rosto, calentita, torta serga, and quiche in 1 hour. That is why I'm going to win Rock Chef.
If I cook the way I can cook, then I guess I am deserving winner.
Be the best chef in Gibraltar.
I want to win this show because everyone keeps telling me I'm a good cook.
6 new dishes, 6 new dreams, and Scott and Vicky will need to cut their 12 finalists by half.
That was tough for me, I think. I think you're both really good cooks, but we can only take one person through.
To find out more about Rock Chef, join us on Facebook and Twitter, or visit gbc.gi.